I present to you the Kenya Kwanza running mate candidate, my brother and friend, RiggyG Gachagua.
The story for the Democracy for the Citizens Party DCP begins with one of the biggest political fallouts in Kenya's recent history. In 2022, William Ruto and RiggyG Gachagua came to power together under UDA under the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. Ruto became president
as the duly elected president of the Republic of Kenya.
Gachagua became deputy president.
I assume as deputy president
Of the Republic of Kenya.
But the relationship later collapsed. In 2024, Gachagua was impeached by the National Assembly and subsequently removed from office by the Senate. Out of that political fallout came a new political vehicle.
Our new party is Democracy for the Citizens Party.
The birth of DCP. The Democracy for the Citizens Party was officially registered on February 3, 2025. And on May 15, 2025, Gachagua publicly unveiled the party in Nairobi after resigning from UDA. Its message was Kiza wa Kenya, listen to Kenyans, while its slogan became Kazi na Haki, work and justice. DCP was now Gachagua's new political vehicle, one designed to rebuild its influence and prepare for the 2027 political battle. DCP's first major electoral test came in the Mbeere North by-election. The party initially planned to field Duncan Boy, but after he left, DCP backed Newton Karish of the Democratic Party. Karish came remarkably close to defeating UDA's Leonard Wamthende. Wamthende won with 15,802 votes against Karish's 15,308 votes. Although the opposition lost, the result gave Gachagua's camp an early indication that UDA could be challenged in the region. Then came Old Kalau. This time DCP fielded Sammy Douglas Waweru Kamau, and the result was emphatic. Waweru won with 35,440 votes, defeating UDA's Samuel Mushina Nyaga, who managed to get 5,450 votes. That was a massive winning margin of 29,990 votes. The Old Kalau victory transformed DCP's political narrative. Mbeere North had shown that Gachagua's side could come close. Old Kalau showed that it could win, and win overwhelmingly. For Gachagua, the result was also evidence that political support in parts of Mount Kenya could be shifting away from Ruto. But DCP's ambitions now go beyond Mount Kenya. Gachagua is engaged in discussions with other leaders in the united opposition, including politicians heading their own parties. The objective is to bring the different political formations together and, if possible, agree on one presidential flag bearer to challenge William Ruto in 2027. Among the key figures involved in the wider opposition discussions are Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Fred Matiang'i, Edwin Sifuna, among others. But reaching an agreement will not be easy because every leader has a party, every party has its own supporters, and all the leaders have presidential ambitions. The big question is therefore not simply whether the opposition can unite, but who will carry the opposition's presidential ticket. And while Gachagua and his allies are trying to unite the opposition, President William Ruto is also strengthening his political camp.
By God's grace, we must win the next election. The alternative is difficult to fathom.
His United Democratic Alliance UDA has been engaged in talks with the Orange Democratic Movement ODM over a possible coalition ahead of the 2027 general election.
If you have any issue that you want to raise, please raise it honestly.
UDA has already authorized structured engagement with ODM as the parties explore a possible political arrangement. That means Kenya is now witnessing two major coalition building exercises. On one side, Gachagua and other opposition leaders are trying to create a united front against Ruto. On the other, Ruto is working to broaden his political coalition.
A group of people who have no plan, no agenda.
As of August 2026, DCP has traveled a remarkable distance in just over a year, from its registration in February 2025 to its public launch in May, to a near victory in Bere North, and finally to a crushing victory in Ol Kalou. But a parliamentary victory is very different from winning the presidency. DCP must now expand beyond its traditional strongholds, maintain unity, attract more political leaders, and successfully negotiate with other opposition parties. And the opposition must ultimately answer one crucial question: who will be the flag bearer? Because on August 10th, 2027, Kenyans will decide whether William Ruto gets another term or whether the opposition coalition succeeds in producing a new president.
It is time to provide a conducive environment for peace, justice, and speedy restoration of development.
DCP began as the political vehicle of a former deputy president who had fallen out with its boss. Today, it is part of a much bigger political contest: one presidency, two competing coalition strategies, and millions of Kenyans voters waiting to decide. The race for 2027 is already underway.
Kenyans have told us boldly to form a political party that will form an inclusive and a listening government, a government for the people, by the people.
Hesbon Magangi, Kenya News Today.
Asante kwa kutizama. Bonyeza subscribe ili kupata mengi zaidi.